Hi guys, Lisa here, and my guest today is Spencer Ladd with Fidelity National Home Warranty, and we are here to just tell you a little bit about home warranties. So Spencer, what are the biggest questions you get from clients when they're thinking about a home warranty?
One of the main questions that buyers have is, after I move in, what happens if something fails? And that is where the idea of a home warranty comes in. It's there to provide value in case your furnace fails or your water heater fails. So instead of you paying that full cost to repair or replace that unit, someone else pays for it. So that's really the idea of a home warranty there. Now, just with a simple deductible, usually $95 is what we call a trade call fee. That's typically what all a homeowner would pay. And then one simple call, we dispatch the contractor out to the home. They repair, diagnose, and replace whatever the issue is. And that is there to really protect your budget, so you don't spend astronomical amount of money, because you're tapping into our contract network and getting our wholesale pricing and our negotiations and much more cost savings, because home ownership is expensive, but it's also a way to budget and protect yourself by using a home warranty.
Okay, that's great. And so I know that we can use this for like when we represent a buyer.
Yes.
But what about with our sellers?
A seller, so right now, days on market has increased. So sellers have been getting pretty savvy, and they're trying to incentivize the incoming buyers. And it's really a smart way for sellers, one, to get ahead of the home inspection, two, to make the offer more incentivizing to not necessarily get lowballed from potential buyers. And really, three, is to protect them post-sale of the transaction, because you're adding protection to the house, ensuring that, yes, the buyers come in. God forbid you would not want your buyers to come in and then the furnace breaks and you as a seller has the money and the concessions and the payout, but you feel terrible because now what they just bought, it fails. So it's just a good idea to protect you, not just with liability, but it's just a good olive branch to the buyers, because they are indeed purchasing your house.
Yeah. Is it true that appliances only break after you close?
That sure seems the status quo, and usually it goes in threes. It's not just, the furnace. I usually, literally, when we're dealing with service work orders, it's no surprise sometimes where it's the furnace, the dishwasher, and the kitchen refrigerator. It's weird. It goes in three sometimes. So
Wow.
A lot of good value with having a home warranty. And they're for 12 months. They're great peace of mind. And really, you don't know what you don't know. So it's just a good way to protect yourself for that first year of a new home.
Yeah, so that can be a substantial savings for buyers and sellers out there. And it's also a great way for you as an agent to offer value when you're representing your buyer or when you're on your listing appointment. So don't forget about home warranties. What is the weirdest thing that you've ever had claimed on a home warranty?
The weirdest thing? That is a good question. I've had some dogs urinate on some compressors outside that kind of literally ate the aluminum of the compressors. I've had water heaters be connected to things that should not be connected to, that just weird things. But a lot of those stories come from just technicians. I wish I saw more of that, but yeah, that's kind of what I would say for weird things I've seen, but yeah, not too much.
Okay, so no haunted dishwashers or cats that have accidentally clogged the kitchen sink?
I've found a bee's nest in a furnace before, which that's kind of strange, and a squirrel and a couple of things that they should not be where they were, but that's about it.
That just goes to show you anything can happen in real estate. And when you're buying and selling, you need to have a savvy team behind you that can help you.
That's absolutely correct.
So do you ever feel like a superhero for all of this financial fiasco that you save for your clients?
I do, and I keep feeling it more and more, because, again, when I started 5 years ago, the cost for certain repairs and replacements, they weren't so bad, but now we're getting to a point where I'm getting average quotes of $12,000 to $16,000 on units, and that is some serious money. Like, I had a mobile home last week. The value of the mobile home was $99,000, and the quote to replace her furnace was $15,000.
Oh my gosh.
So, and because with their special licensing and commercial grades for those kind of homes, but it's still, that's a lot of money. When it's still a fractional amounts of a house, that's where I think I feel like a superhero, because we were able to pay out on that for that woman, and she was an elderly woman, and it's just really, still on Social Security, money's tight, and that's why it's so great to have someone else pay that bill instead of you having to forefront all of it.
Yeah. And what's the cost of that plan that saved her?
So that is important to have coverage that is adequate for the risk of the home. I always recommend something that's a mid-level plan that's going to be around $500, and I do. Yeah, for $500, that's what I would suggest. Get a mid-level plan, because that's where you start to get code upgrades, permits, equipment hauled away, code violations, and those are the kind of miscellaneous things that add up on a contractor's diagnosis report that really add up. So it's like, that's where the warranty and that coverage will start paying for those items. So way, way, way less money out of pocket, and the warranty company will pay that if you have that coverage. So always recommend a warranty plan that's around $500, because again, you'll likely have those code upgrades and permits and things like that.
Wow. At that cost, it really seems like a no-brainer to me. And agents, you can be the superhero when you buy that for your client as a closing gift, or for your sellers, just to get them ready for the next phase that they're going to be going through. So thank you so much, Spencer, for being here today. I really appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to Spencer directly. We'll put his information in the post, and we'll see you soon.
Wonderful, Lisa. Thank you so much for having me.
You bet.
Appreciate it.